My name is Danielle Bryk. I'm a wife, a mother of 3, and for the last 15 years, I've put my career on hold to take care of my family. But now, I'm about to embark on my biggest challenge yet, balancing being a full-time mom and starting my own design firm. And I'm taking it a brick at a time. I'm going to see some new clients today, and I'm really excited because this is officially my first cold call. Darlene saw our house in a magazine spread that we did.
We love Danielle's style. I really can't wait to get everything started.
They already have a contractor lined up, so I'm just here as a designer, so that's brilliant. This is really charming.
Thank you.
My goodness. Right off the bat, I just feel so familiar with this space because my house is exactly the same age. We're in the same neighborhood. This is what my place looked like before we did our reno. So how long have you lived here?
We've been here for 2 years.
The house has great character, but it needs an update. What are you guys thinking in terms of the renovation?
So what we'd like to do is take down this wall to give us a new entrance into the living room, as well as this one between the kitchen and dining room.
You're gonna love this.
Wow.
The kitchen is definitely out of date.
This is wild.
This kitchen is ready for an update. It's very small and I'm not gonna say original, but it's old. It is a little bit tight. Do you find that?
Yeah, we don't enjoy using it at all.
Darlene and Mark's current kitchen and dining room are 2 separate spaces. The kitchen is really tiny. It's about 8 by 12, and it is pretty outdated. The dining room is a decent size. It's 12 by 12, and right now it's just got a table and some hardwood that definitely needs some restaining. So other than taking the wall down, do you have any other ideas in terms of layout for the kitchen?
We'd like to change things around a little bit. We'd like to have an island here, put the sink there. We definitely need a lot more storage.
Most importantly, Darlene and Mark want to create an open space. So the plan is to remove the wall between the kitchen and dining room and add a new entrance off the dining room into the living room. We're going to add all new cabinetry along the back wall and create a peninsula. We're also going to add new hardwood floors in the kitchen that match the original, and then we'll sand and stain it all a darker color. Do you have a budget that you're hoping to keep?
We were really hoping to keep it under 50.
Once that wall gets open, if anything comes up, that budget it's not going to cover it. It just doesn't give you much leeway in terms of running into
Surprises
who knows
behind
what.
this wall.
Exactly.
We don't know if there's a beam right here or not.
Right.
We're not sure.
That's what we're a little bit nervous about.
Hopefully there won't be a disaster that's gonna cost us a ton of dough.
In order to save money for any unexpected issues, Darlene and Mark decided to do the demo themselves, and I offered to help. The whole point of this project is to achieve an open concept, but we don't know if that's even feasible until we open up this wall. This is definitely dirty work, but it's a great way to save money. Guys, so it looks like this is the beam that's holding all your walls up. Now that we've got the wall open, we can see that there is in fact support posts in this wall.
So that has to stay?
Well, we'll have to talk to the architect, but unless you alter everything to put a beam across the whole way and more support down there, looks like this corner is gonna have to stay. The post is there to support the 2nd floor, so it can't be just removed, but I do want to see if we can relocate it.
I guess we're not surprised, but ideally, if we could talk to them and see if there's any way we could actually get rid of it and re-support it somehow.
I definitely think that would be worth investigating because it'll make the open concept work so much better. I just don't know how much it's going to cost and if it's even feasible. Kind of freaking out, actually, Billy.
Why are you freaking out?
God, I can't believe he's old enough to go to high school, that's why.
I can't believe he's got awesome schools to choose from.
I am not excited about Billy going to high school at all. I've been through this once before with Dempsey, and it's not easier the 2nd time around. What do you think? That school was so cool, Billy. Did you see the dance they did?
Yeah.
It blew me away.
I don't know if I want to take dance necessarily. There's 2 specialty programs that I'm looking at right now, which are an art school and more academic school that my brother goes to.
Well, Billy, what program do you want to do?
I don't know, they both look really good.
Okay, well, I mean, you don't have to make a decision today, right? You should apply to both, I think, to keep your options open. We should probably get on it, actually, because when are they due?
2 weeks.
Are you sure?
Yep.
We have a couple of weeks before everything's due, but we need to get the ball rolling so we're not stressing out at the last minute.
So we finished cleaning up a little bit.
Oh, looks good. So I have a little bit of news about the post.
Okay.
How much do you want to move it?
We do want to move it.
Because it's doable, but it's a really big ordeal, and they don't know how big until they start getting into it. He said it could be anywhere upwards of $10,000.
That's a little disappointing.
It just means rethinking everything. I know that's hard to do, unless you're willing to go up that much in the budget.
No, I don't think so. I think it's too much money. It'll be ridiculous to spend that much money just on the post, so.
And it could end up that we start to go into the process of doing the post and we can't because we hit another snag down the road. So I think it's better that we just leave it. Well, we actually have another idea that we want to run by you. What if we were to take that whole back wall out and actually make a little addition in the back?
It does mean digging a whole new foundation back there. I don't know if you're willing to up the budget for something like that.
We had set aside money in the budget to do the back extension. We were kind of going to wait a couple years.
I think it's a fabulous idea. I think making your backyard more accessible to the house is a great value. And this new addition could run $30,000 at least. But at the end of the day, it's going to substantially increase the value of their home, much more so than spending $10,000 on moving the post.
If we do this, then we're going to have to work with the pillar.
You know, I mean, as much as I want to see that gone from a design perspective, I do think we can work with it. Currently, there's a mudroom off of the kitchen to the backyard. Darlene and Mark want to rip that down and build an extension that is roughly 12 feet by 10 feet, which is going to add so much more functional space to the kitchen and provide a new access to the basement. I envision large accordion doors that just open the whole space to the backyard and create that great flow and add tons of natural light.
I did speak to Ryan about the building of it, and one thing he can't do is the foundation. So I don't know what you know about the foundation.
Is that a big deal?
Just a little. I need to start looking for another contractor now to do the foundation work. I really wasn't expecting this.
I'm taking my first cold call client's tired old kitchen and dining room and transforming it into a modern open space.
What if we were to take that whole back wall out and actually make a little addition in the back?
What started as a simple design project has turned into a massive construction undertaking.
Is that a big deal?
Just a little.
While I'm desperately trying to find a contractor to do the foundation work,
Adrian, can you squeeze something in for me?
Darlene's contractor Ryan is framing the walls and prepping to install the new supports.
Hi, Ryan.
Hi, how's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. We've got the temporary supports all set up, and we're ready to take out the structural wall here.
Oh, so it's coming out today.
It's coming out today, and we're going to get the rest of the support in.
Even though Darlene and Mark don't want to spend the $10,000 to completely open up the main floor and remove all of the structural posts, we still have to install a beam in order to remove the portion of the wall between the dining room and kitchen. Do we know what the opening size is, roughly?
It's going to be roughly 11 feet, 6 inches.
Oh, good. Okay, well, I won't keep you any longer. Thanks
Great,
so
I'm
much.
going to get back to work.
Ryan is ready to take down the old beam and posts and replace it with the new ones. The new beam is going to be comprised of 3 2x12s sistered together. The beam has to be dead level and it has to fit snugly. Once he has the correct fit, Ryan adds the third and final 2x12. Once the beam is in place, he can add the support posts, which transfer the load to the posts in the basement. After several days of calling around trying to find a contractor for the extension, my go-to guy, Adrian, came through for me. He's gone ahead and demoed the old mudroom, and he's excavated for the foundation for the new extension. We're virtually on hold with our interior renovations until the foundation is set and the extension is built, because by waiting to do all of the electrical and the insulation at the same time, we're going to save about $3,000. So I want to see at this point where Adrian's at. Hi, Adrian.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, you?
Good. This is really coming along.
It is, isn't it?
When can Ryan get started?
All I have to do is the concrete down here, this slab up here at the landing,
Right.
and then that's it for the concrete.
All right. Well, and then Ryan's good to go for the
And
framing?
he's good to start, yeah.
Wow.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's amazing. Once the concrete is done, we can backfill and Ryan will be ready to start with the framing.
Ryan is ready to frame out the new walls and create the opening for the new accordion doors.
Hey, wow.
Hi, Danielle.
Hi, that came down fast.
He's already got the wall down, and the opening to the new extension has been created.
What's next for you out there?
I'm going to start with the framing on the outside. So it's going to be a 2x6 wall clad with a 1/2-inch plywood.
Essentially, you're going to get that entire structure done before you continue with the rest.
Before I come inside, yeah.
Did you know it was going to be an entire main floor when you started out, or?
No, I did not. No, I did not. But we can adapt.
Yes, you're going to be busy.
The rafters have been notched on one side to sit on top of the frame and cut on an angle on the other so that they sit inside the joist hangers. Once the rafters are in place, he's ready to put the plywood on for the new roof.
Hey guys.
Hey, Billy.
Hi, Billy.
We can't go to the IB program.
Why not?
Well, my friend said that we missed the deadline, and I asked the high school coordinator, and she said it was yesterday.
I thought you said they were all due, all the special applications were due in 2 weeks.
That's what I thought.
I thought that too.
Oh, no.
Apparently, we missed the deadline for the IB application, which is one of the 2 high school programs that Billy's applying for.
Sorry, Billy.
And everything's just been so chaotic, and we've been all trying to keep our head above water at the house, but this is bad.
At least it's gonna make the choice easier.
Oh, come on. Billy, I'm sorry, and I'm gonna make this right, okay?
Okay.
I just really feel like we let him down.
After the structural beam was installed, we were at a standstill on the kitchen and dining room renovation until the foundation was completed and the new extension was framed.
Did you know it was going to be an entire main floor when you started out, or?
No, I did not. No, I did not.
We are now ready for the electrical, the plumbing, and the installation of the new accordion doors.
The header looks super tough. Got good support here with your cripples. We can get started with this. And let's
Okay.
start.
Franz likes to perform what he calls a string test. He runs a string from each corner of the door, and if the string is just touching, just perfectly, then he knows that the frame is perfectly installed.
That's good.
That means it's perfect. Now that the frame is good to go, we can install the doors. These doors are $17,000. They're worth that much, and I found them as an off sale. I got them for $4,000. So this is such a steal.
Okay, so this is the moment of truth. So we have a really nice glide. It floats really, really nice.
Wow, I really love it, and I think Darlene's gonna be thrilled. Thank you so much. It looks incredible. Greg is really stepping up. He has somehow convinced them to accept Billy's IB application late. So now he's getting the package together.
I got a bit of a favor to ask you.
We need letters of recommendation from both teachers and non-teachers.
I'm sorry to spring this on you, but it's a bit of a time crunch.
At the same time, we need to get the art application done.
What does art mean to me?
Greg is helping Billy with the essay he needs to write and taking some photos for Billy's art portfolio.
And the paper.
And the paper.
You know what? I'm really impressed. He promised Billy he was going to make it up, and I think he has.
Thank you very much, Andrea. We both really appreciate it.
Today's the day the spray foam is being installed. The benefits of this type of foam is that it eliminates every single draft, and it also acts as a vapor barrier. I have to admit, I'm really jealous because I've always wanted to do this, but I know it's more pricey.
In the long run, you're saving a lot with energy costs and ease. It's a day's worth of work to do this, where with traditional insulation, it may take you a couple of days to do it.
Okay, well, I'll leave you to it. 8 hours from now, this house is going to be warm and toasty. The price of the insulation is $3 to $4 a square foot, so for this main floor, it's about $4,000. I I think it's 100% worth it. I mean, it doesn't matter how fancy your counter is if you feel a cold draft on your toes.
Now that the drywall's finished, we're ready to install the hardwood floors. In the areas where Ryan is installing new hardwood, he feathers it in with the old so that the joints are staggered and you don't see a seam. I'm going with a deep, rich stain on the floor to create a classic look. It's also very practical because it's going to mask some of the imperfections that we're looking at as we try to match the old floor with the new floor. Sammy, my cabinet maker, is installing the cabinets and the peninsula today. This is officially one of the last steps in this seemingly endless renovation. This has been a really long project, and it's hard to believe that we're honestly almost there. We have counter surfaces on either side of the range and on the peninsula, and we're using white quartz for everything. Then I'm going to install a white subway tile backsplash with irregular edges. It's going to keep things feeling nice and open, but it's going to add a little bit of texture. I'm really excited. It's finally come to an end, and I just hope that the wait and the $80,000 budget was worth it to Darlene and Mark. Darlene and Mark started off with a small kitchen reno.
We don't enjoy using it at all.
But then they added just another small request.
What if we were to actually make a little addition in the back?
At home, we dropped the ball with Billy's school application.
Well, my friend said that we missed the deadline.
Oh no.
And today's the day we find out where Billy will go to school and if Darlene and Mark think the $80,000 they spent on their kitchen renovation was all worth it.
Come on in, guys. You ready?
Wow, this is beautiful.
This is amazing. Danielle, you totally listened to everything we said and you made it happen.
This place is absolutely amazing. I mean, it's exactly what we want. The wall's gone. I mean, this room is massive.
Isn't it huge? Your house just feels huge. The most important thing in this renovation was opening the space between the kitchen and dining room, creating really great flow throughout the house.
So it was the right move to keep that post there.
I'm actually glad we kept the post closed in.
Yeah, I remember being disappointed that we couldn't open it up, but now you've got this great enclosed area for cooking that people are not going to be traipsing through.
It's perfect.
And you really don't notice that it's there.
Yeah, exactly. I think all your traffic is just going to be directed this way as opposed to through your prep area.
I like this a lot.
Yeah.
What's this made of?
This is white quartz, and it's actually really durable. It won't stain. It is nice that we could keep this all-white modern look in here.
That is beautiful.
With the warmer walnut. You've actually got a lot of storage here for dishes. These are very deep cabinets.
That's brilliant.
And we went right to the ceiling, which is much higher than it was.
And I love the texture on those tiles, too.
I like stuff like that. They give a little bit of interest, but it still stays in that all-white feel.
It's very nice.
When you think about what you had before, that little mudroom and everything was so cut off, and now you really bring the outside in.
I love this place.
Adding the extension was a future project, but now that it's done, I can't even believe that we thought about doing that separately.
It was your idea, not mine.
I know.
I think what really makes the space is these doors.
Those doors are a statement in themselves.
Exactly. You know, they're so tall and they are gonna just open right up into the backyard.
They're beautiful.
I just hope you guys think it was all worth it.
Well, what did we spend?
Well, I know you wanted to stick with $50 for the kitchen and dining room, and we did manage that. We're actually $700 under, which is amazing.
Great.
Okay, so how did we do on the extension?
Well, you'd set aside the separate $30,000, and we did stick to the budget, so the grand total is just under $80,000.
I think it was worth it. We're ready to start living in our house now. We're extremely excited to have it finished. And I mean, it's something we really haven't been able to do for the past period of time.
It's like waking up on Christmas morning and you got everything that you wanted.
Hey, Billy.
We got some news for you. Both. You got accepted to both. Plural. Yes. but now you have to make a decision.
I've been thinking about this for a while now, and I decided that I'm gonna go to the art school.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Congratulations, Beebs.
Oh.
Very exciting, actually.
It's gonna be awesome.
I know.